Just to build on that point, I mean, last year we saw a tremendous amount, and even this year, of union organizing activity. A lot of workers were, joining together to try to make their case for better working conditions, better pay, better benefits. Do you see that as being a kind of a healthy evolution of the kind of labor movement in the United States, or are you worried that it might have set up a really adversarial situation, whereas if we do have a recession, it might lead to kind of a mess? In other words, do you think this was made progress, or do you think this could put us in kind of a weird situation if there's a downturn?
Right. Well, so let me say two things about that at the outset. One is that one thing that we've seen throughout the economy during this recovery is that employers are raising wages and investing in their workers in various ways, right? Looking for new and better ways to make their jobs better. Partly it's a recruitment strategy, but obviously, good employers understand that their well-being is intimately tied to the well-being of their workers, and that sort of that has helped to fuel the recovery. The other is that for a long time, data has demonstrated that workers want a union at far higher rates than they actually have a union. That's why the president has been very strong about saying, the right to join a union is fundamental, is not just an exercise of workers' rights, it's an exercise in democracy. And why here at the Department of Labor, and our labor secretary is very clear about this, we really believe in the right to organize. And what we are seeing is, in a time where workers have more choices, they are organizing, sometimes against really, really great odds. I think that is an inspiring sign of how a robust economy in which workers have a choice and are able to exercise that choice is going to lead to better outcomes. What I mentioned earlier about how technology has actually benefited working people, it hasn't happened just by accident, right? It's happened because workers are at the table helping to decide on their future. One thing that's interesting, I think, is to think about some international comparisons. A couple of years ago, I had a chance to speak with the Consul General of Denmark, and we were talking about technology and this idea of robots taking over jobs. And what she shared is that in Denmark, there's actually very little fear over technology and its impact at work. That over 80% I think she said, of people believe that technology is actually going to help improve work. Part of that is because workers are at the table and helping to design the use of technology, right? This relates to the question we got from the doctor on Twitter, right? Like, how can technology be actually used to help support workers and worker organizing? But that when employers and employees work together, when there is a positive labor management and employer-employee relations, that is better for everybody. It's better for the workplace, it's better for the economy, it's better for job quality, and that is ultimately like our vision of what a build back better economy should look like, right? I don't think that we should assume that worker organizing is contrary, right, to is about creating conflict. I think it's a really powerful way of we've seen for not just resolving conflict, but building good workplaces together.